can't stay.
Life can be brutal. Life can be unforgiving. If I had to sum up in one word the difference between the greats and the average, the difference between the successful and the nobodies of the world, one word, one attribute to describe the difference: discipline. If you don't have the discipline, you can forget about the trophy. You can forget about the success, the greatness. All champions have discipline. It's the discipline to work hard. You know, not when everyone is watching, but when no one is watching. When the fans aren't there. When the coach isn't there. When it's just you and your character. The discipline to eat strong, healthy foods when you have other tempting options. When those around you might not be so strong. The discipline to say no when those around you choose to be average. The discipline to keep going when it hurts. Because life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you deserve. And if you haven't worked for it, if you haven't sacrificed for it, if you haven't given your all, then you don't deserve it. And you won't get it. Push through the pain. On the other side is growth. When pain comes, that means it's time to show character. Show me your character. Remain disciplined. Stay strong. When it all seems hopeless, keep plugging away. Nothing can stop you if you don't stop for anything. Don't stop for anything. Never break your discipline. Remain faithful to yourself and your vision. When it gets painful, push harder. Push through the pain. You gotta have the discipline to do 11 when your opponent stops at 10. The discipline to keep going when it hurts. Because life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you deserve. And if you haven't worked for it, if you haven't sacrificed for it, if you haven't given your all, then you don't deserve it. And you won't get it. Show your character. Remain disciplined. Stay strong. Don't say why the pain. Don't say why me. Say try me. Say, is that all you've got? Give me more. Keep plugging away when there seems to be no hope of victory. When you don't see the results. Hang in there. Be strong. Be brave. Remain disciplined. And your time will come.
You have the same amount of time as everyone else. The question is, how will you use it? What if the goal was to grow you? Starting today, invest in yourself. Can you be the person who feels successful inside and out? Can you reach your highest potential? There is a place in life where your growth and the impact you can have on this world come together. We often get caught scanning the horizon, searching for what's next, and we forget to look at what's right now, which is you. That's the thing about this world. That's the thing about change. It will not slow down. It will keep spiraling and spiraling around you. Yet in the eye of that storm, if you let yourself recognize it, that's where you stand. I know the pressures of life will pull you. You know it too. So what if you focused on the thing that will not change? The core of who you are. Time is the great equalizer. The most incredible people the world has ever seen had to work with the same amount of hours in their day as you. Mother Teresa, Leonardo da Vinci, Einstein, Oprah. They shaped their life 1 minute at a time. So what if the minutes in your life were poured into the pursuits that allowed you to be at your best? So if you're ready, take on the challenge. Rise up and see yourself in new light. Focus on yourself. Not to be selfish. This doesn't mean the world is only about you. It's exactly the opposite. The world is waiting for you to level up. How can you use your life's work to do something special? Investing in yourself is not about pulling things closer to you. It's about pushing yourself to a higher threshold. That's how this works. You decide. You make the same decision 1,000,000 times. Over and over again, you choose to grow. You choose to learn. You choose to push through the barriers you were creating for yourself. That is what's out there on the horizon. Moment by moment, choice by choice. Being the you know you can be.
Why do you think you need to wait until you get a little older to become the things that you want to become in life? The problem is not making money, because at some point we're all going to make some money. The problem is, what do you do when you make your money? Eventually we're going to get old, real old, and it's about you. It's about you. So this is what I want to leave you with. When you make the decision, and I want everybody to hear me on this, even the adults in the room, when you make the decision to do what you want to do with your life, just know this: because the family and the friends in your life do not share your vision, in most cases they will be the first person to try and talk you out of what you want to do with your life. But know this: only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible. So because they don't see what you see, doesn't mean that you're supposed to settle and not do the things that God has sent you in your mind and your spirit.
Because if you don't control pain, it'll control you.
I am the greatest.
We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, some preachers. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. That's where the success is. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one.
I think the greatest of people that have ever been in society, they were never versions of someone else. They were themselves. It's the great tragedy. People employed in ways that don't fully tap everything they do best in life. You don't think about Michael Jordan, the basketball player, and say, oh, he was just like this other player. No. You don't even say he was like this player plus that player divided by 2 plus this. No. He's Michael Jordan.
I hope you'll turn toward the problem of your choosing. I hope you'll drop everything, and I hope you'll solve it. This is your life. This is your moment, and it is all down to you.
always gets worse before it gets better. It's supposed to be that way. The journey you're embarking on here with MFT 28 is not an easy path. It's not for the ill-hearted or the weak-natured. It's for the strong people. And before you embark on this journey, mentally you have to prepare yourself for it. Knowing it's going to get worse before it gets better. When you embark this journey, you must know that it's going to go down before it comes up. But when it comes up, it's going to go so much higher than you've ever been. Sacrificing today for tomorrow's betterment. Sharpening your arsenal for perfection of what you can be. But if you didn't know that, mentally, you didn't prepare for that, you think something's wrong, maybe it's time to stop. No, it's time to move even further. You have to be equipped mentally to endure this process. Knowing what you're about to go into is step one. Knowing it's an uphill battle, but a winnable one and one that's achievable. And at the end of this race, guys, you're going to be more capable. The first step, guys, is knowing it's a tough road. But through that effort, builds the character of the person you want to be at the end. Accept that. How else do we stay on track? We document everything. To know where we are, guys, we must first know where we've been.
Sisters and brothers, I have a dream today.
Don't get caught up in, well, I've tried it 4 or 5 times and things didn't work out. If there's something that you want and you're hungry for it, you've got to do whatever is necessary until. And when you give the best you can and that's not enough, you must do what is required. And don't give up on yourself. Don't throw the towel in so quickly. Many people give up on the 1-yard line.
Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.